Hey guys, Kason41 here. Figured I would get in on the Battlefield beta while that's still going on. I got a little bit of an early access to it, just through a Twitch drop. I think that's still a thing if you guys want to get access to it today before you can get access to it tomorrow. But yeah, I figured I would jump in, talk a little bit about the design, talk a little bit about just gameplay, and have a little bit of fun. That's the whole point of this channel, is just to have a little bit of fun. One thing I did notice already is it's a very console-friendly, tile-based UI, which it makes a ton of sense for this kind of game. You want mass market appeal and everything like that. One thing I did notice is like the options are actually really well done. There's a lot of graphical settings. There's a lot of pretty much everything you want to see, which is always awesome. One thing I did notice that was really stupid that I would like to point out is the firing range. The firing range is very cool. The fact that it loads instantly means it's probably loaded in the background or something like that. But one thing I did notice outside of, the gunplay feels pretty dang good, in my opinion, playing other Battlefield games. One thing I did notice is if you hit escape, there's no option to kind of dial in your sensitivity and everything like that. I did that outside of this, but it seems very silly to me. Half the point of the firing range is to dial in your settings, dial in your FOV and everything like that. And I've already done that, but whenever I was just starting, I was just kind of chuckling about it because it seems so silly to just overlook something so basic. That's the whole point of a firing range. But outside of that, it does load and do everything very, very well. So I figured we would just do some probably conquests, just as like a quick play thing. Tends to be a very popular kind of mode, so we're just going to go in here and we actually are going to take a look and see if we can turn off voice chat, just because I don't want to deal with any possible problems that we could have with that. Always something important to do. There's like a streamer friendly mode, but I don't really know if that would change everything, but for now that'll totally work. Very traditional style Battlefield thing here, which is very cool to see. I always loved the intros to Battlefield. I've been playing Battlefield since, I don't know, Bad Company maybe. So I've always really loved it. Oh, they're going back to the cool little intros there where you kind of walk in. Alright, so distinct lack of tactical sprint, which perfectly fine. It was a very subjective choice last time, so. Ooh, that was cool. That felt good. Nice boom, everything like that. Running straight down is probably not the best choice, but I'm going to do it anyway. I got to imagine we're going to see some people here shortly. Very good destruction. The UI design is pretty solid. It's definitely conveying the purpose that it needs to. Interesting that for the assault class they decided to go with a 1 for a primary, a 2 for that, and then 3 for a shotgun, because assault class can have 2 primaries, so it's very interesting to me that they've chosen to keep that on 2 instead of your 2 being your main primary there. So that is not ping, which is interesting. I'm assuming that's grenade, which is awesome. Alright, let's just get into it. I'm gonna die, but let's get into it. Oop. He saw me. Ah. Yeah, I was just trying to get in there. It does feel a little, not clunky is the word that I'm trying to use. I would say a little bit heavy. Everything's pretty heavy. Let's see what else we can get here. So we can get a DMR and stuff, carbines. If you were higher level, you'd be able to get those, but okay, very cool. Alright, so squad spawning, still a thing, very awesome to see. It looks like we're having a lot of trouble in this one spot, so let's see if we can't get in there and cause a little bit of a disruption. Oop, not quite. Oop. Okay, around the corner, I guess. I don't think that guy's a class that can actually revive me here, which is also an interesting choice. So it seems like that guy was support, so he is able to do that. His name's Hank Hill, so that's also kind of funny. Alright, let's get over here and see if we can get into any shenanigans. Ooh. No one. There's a guy. One on the floor, too. But the guy behind me ultimately got me. But, I mean, it feels good, at least in my opinion. The whole nearby medics thing, it's definitely functional, but I definitely think I would prefer to see some kind of like live call-out system as opposed to just a list like that. The live call-out system of the previous ones was always a little bit better, and it would just kind of tell you exactly how far away it is. It would provide a little, you know, marker and everything like that, but probably gonna have another guy. No, okay. It feels good. It's definitely weightier than other battlefields in my opinion. So I'm not really sure how I feel about that. The other battlefields, you kind of just glide it around. Not that you're not doing that. It's just, it doesn't feel quite the same. I don't really know how to describe it other than the game feel is just a bit weightier and heavier. Which, if you're going for, you know, a big mixed arms kind of game like Battlefield, maybe that does make sense. But in my opinion, it kind of does throw the flow of it off. You feel like you're moving a little bit slower than you would in real life, so it's a little hard to get fully immersed in it. Just because it feels a little funny. Let's see how the shotgun feels. Good. Seems a little light for a shotgun, but definitely passable. Definitely passable for a gun. I will say they did a good job with the UI not taking up too much of your usable screen space, but still conveying what it needs to convey. And I mean, the guns and the sounds feel great, in my opinion. Got him. Oh, got me. Second guy. Just looks like my team didn't push out there, which is fine. I mean, I kind of ran away from them very, very quickly, but there are a couple medics around, but it doesn't seem like any of them are going to be able to get to me in time, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass here. That is a mechanic that I like. It does seem to me that support is the one that is able to revive everybody. Not, you know, I kind of knew that, but it is kind of cool that they do have it in. They kind of unlocked the weapons. They just kind of give you bonuses for, you know, using a weapon that they feel is appropriate for each class. So very cool. Love to see that. Definitely opens up an amount of. Oh no! I didn't want him to see me. I was kind of screwed. That tank is doing things that it should not be doing. But it is kind of cool to see them not really restrict player choice. That's something personally, not that I'm a game design expert, but something personally I love seeing is just the freedom of choice for games like this. Ah, that was quick. Oh, he's dragging me. Awesome. So dragging is a feature, so that does introduce a whole slew of things that might not have been possible in other Battlefield games. So very cool to sheet. Oh, there was way more of them in there than I thought. I thought there was only a handful, but there was at least 3 or 4 in there, so kind of probably not a fight I'm gonna win. Let's see if I can spawn in on my teammate here and get anything meaningful done. Dang, no, I'm just getting destroyed from a position up there. But, you know, such as Battlefield, man. That's part of it. Battlefield is kind of meant to be, you know, hold an angle. Well, not really, but definitely introduces an amount of tactical options that don't exist in other games like Call of Duty or whatnot. Ooh, okay, I got hurt there. Which is kind of not ideal. See if I can get my guys up. Whoop. There is like a I'm being shot at kind of system, which is interesting to see. just kind of comes in as like this little fadey bit. So you just kind of barely notice that somebody's shooting at you. Oh. Ah, I knew something like that was going to happen the moment I started shooting. But there are a lot of them over there, but overall, in my opinion, feels good, man. It feels good. It definitely seems like a pretty decent battlefield, in my opinion. I'm actually just going to shut up for a second so we can listen to the various sounds here. He shouldn't be able to pop up when I'm putting down this much fire, but who knows. Oh, so he's dead. Okay. Definitely seems like a sniper or something like that, so. Definitely gonna try and just be quiet here so you can hear the sounds of this combat, which is actually pretty good. Yeah, it's a respawn. There we go. Oh, they see me now. I want this. I want to reload my gun, but yeah, they're gonna come. But part of Battlefield. Such is life. But the sound design, the shooting, the gunplay, it all seems quite well done, in my opinion.
Enemy forces have taken objective Charlie.
Oop.
The enemy have taken more objectives.
Ow. Alright, let's reload. Yeah, that's a tank. I got nothing on that, so I'm out.
Right, we're in the lead.
Ah, side. Again, totally happens, but I feel like once you lock down the maps and you kind of fully understand all the routes and everything like that, things will get a bit easier.
Enemies are attacking objective Bravo.
Ooh, okay. Whoop, nope, they're a better shot than me.
Objective Charlie neutralized.
Just gonna wait a second.
Enemy attack confirmed at Charlie.
Alright. Ah, left side.
Captured by hostiles.
Definitely didn't have the gun for that. But, you know, gonna try anyway. That is one of the downsides of Battlefield. You can definitely get in those kind of choke points. And then your kind of game just revolves around getting out of that choke point. Which some people find fun, others do not.
Got eyes on enemy tank.
I don't have anything to take down a tank. Except smoke grenades to kind of just annoy them, but otherwise... Whoop, sniper. Yep. Yeah. I can't get him though. Some kind of head peek or something. Can try to run over there, but he'll probably get me because he's probably expecting me to come after I just tried to light him up for 2 straight minutes.
Let's move!
We have Bravo under attack.
Ooh. Whoop. Lots of people here, dang. Okay, another one that got me. Kind of with like a cheeky head peek there, but hey, whatever. Probably not going to lay around for that. Oh, good kill. Good kill on that guy. I definitely play better when I don't talk as much. Which I guess makes a lot of sense, you know, if you're not trying to think and analyze a whole bunch. One of our guys is dead over there, so there's enemies behind us. Clearly. Can't get him behind that. Ooh, okay, much better shot than me. Tom Nooketh. Yeah, I don't want people to come get me. They'll just get shot. Very long running games too. I would have expected it all to be over a bit quicker than it has been, but see if we can't get this guy up. Ooh, perfect hit by a grenade launcher there. Very good. So interesting to see that they kill in one shot. I mean, it's very realistic, but from like a game design perspective, does that make the most sense to, you know, give people that option? Who knows? I definitely was not able to just wake up and shoot that quickly, especially with my gun, but no way the guy reviving me could have known that.
The enemy now controls more objectives.
I do like what the class I'm playing, so I might just stick with it. I definitely could be using cover. I haven't been because I didn't actually know it was a gadget that was available to me. I didn't spend much time. Four is cover. Oh, okay. Well, let me tell you, it doesn't do anything against the tank. Just in case you were wondering, you know, if that's the reason you're watching this YouTube video is, hey, does cover work against a tank? No, it does not. Not even close, especially before you can even deploy it. Even the footsteps sound good.
Be advised, we no longer control objective Delta.
See if this guy gets me killed.
Be advised, hostiles are attacking Charlie.
Still people here. I was like, I'm not sure where, but my squad mate got him, so that's good. Maybe he'll return the favor? Yeah, awesome. So hopefully we just cleared this one, which seems to be the case. Don't really need a reload, but I'm gonna because I have a second.
Objective Echo is in enemy hands.
Nice, okay. Some points there. I definitely, the feeling of earning points doesn't feel as impactful as it did in the other games. The other games, like, it was much more gamified about how you were earning points. Like, they popped up in a much more grandiose, like, kind of flashy way than they are right now. I think there's a guy up here.
Charlie is under attack.
Nope, okay. See if we can't get some work done, though. Nah, they're coming.
Be advised, objective Echo is in enemy hands.
He probably jumped the wall, but I can't jump the wall, so I doubt he did that actually. And nothing. Okay, we're just gonna hit him with that.
Attack on Echo is underway.
Make him think twice. Get that guy because he was on the radar. Several people over here. That guy totally saw me. Okay, thank God somebody saved my life. Alright, we're gonna retreat out of here.
I've got a visual on hostile heavy armor bearing west.
Hopefully nobody comes this way, but excellent chance they will. This is not the best spot.
Objective Echo is now under our control.
Hold the ground!
can't make anything out other than that's an enemy and he killed me. Hank Hill has really been like a real one. Oh, I got him a couple, but not enough to kill him. Awesome. Just see if I can push him back. Oh, pff, yeah, tons of fire, and then just one shotgun blast shuts me right up. I mean, it makes sense, that's how it works, but dang. Alright, let's do that, so we can get out of here. Yeah, no, none of that. Alright, get up. Oof. I need my gun here. Whoop. I need to reload this thing. There's a guy behind us, though. Ooh. When I said behind us, I didn't mean over there. So that did not work out really well. I think I'm also a big fan of these kind of YouTube videos where the streamer's voice is pretty low and just calm throughout the entire thing, so you can kind of just enjoy the video, you know, something on the side of your screen, or even something to just, oh, that was like a gunner's wet dream and I just completely biffed it. Completely biffed it. But yeah, the streamer's voice is just low. They're not like super, you know, screaming and everything like that. So you can watch it, you know, if you want to watch something while you fall asleep or anything like that. Whoops, got excited. Coming. You can do that. Let's get this over here. Oh! I wonder why me, though. It wasn't really... I think he just popped the corner and just shot at anything he saw because it was quick. Ah, dang. Got us all. Yeah, definitely not doing the best. Usually I actually do pretty decent in Battlefield, but, you know, beta, first game, trying to talk a little bit, but, you know. Also, I feel like a lot of people that are playing this have, like, really wanted to play this, and I am self-admittedly not the best FPS player in the world. So if a lot of these people are half decent, they're gonna beat me in firefights most of the time. I do like the, hey, you're being shot at system. Like, I understand you can just tell because bullets, but I do like the extra context. The extra context is actually nice in my opinion. I imagine some people will feel it's overkill, but I think that was the curvature of it, but dude, I can't remember. Okay, we got a guy further up. Let's see if I can... Oh, come on, dude. I was right here.
Attack order has been set.
I am gonna get cut to ribbons here because this is not what my class is good at. Can you kill somebody with a defib? Oh, I wanted to. I was like, yeah, maybe that's enough distance. No. Oof. Yeah, that guy with the PDW has that just completely locked down that corner, which, you know, that's what PDWs are for. So, actually, you know, as like shitty as I did right there, I like that that weapon plays to its strength. You know, you get somebody in a corner like that, you know, an M240 Bravo versus a PDW in like super close range like that, it's gonna win every time. The PDW is gonna win every time, and I like seeing that, because that is like 100% how you should be using that weapon. But like in this situation, the saw is gonna win, because this is exactly how you're trying to use these kind of guns, is like just holding people down. Whoa, don't like that.
Our attack on Echo is underway.
Oh, he's almost dead, but not dead. Oh no, that guy sees me. He's upset. Which is fair, honestly. I would be upset too. Doo doo doo. Oh, I'm a bad shot.
We've neutralized objective Echo.
That guy's trying to get an angle on me. Oh, okay.
Need immediate smoke cover. Have an attack order set.
Whoop, yeah, that got me. That was a good grenade. So the grenades are pretty well called out by that little red dot, but a little bit more contextual stuff might be nice to kind of be more hand-holdy, but overall I think it's pretty good. Well, that's a cool little line graph right there. That's actually really interesting to do in a lot of game engines, is to kind of do curvature graphs like that. You have to use like, well, depends on your engine, but it's not always the easiest thing in the world to do. Apparently I got a lot of people up, which is always good, I guess. Don't particularly want to jump into another match immediately. I would like to see an option to just back out somewhere, as opposed to being stuck here for all this. So you can just hit escape and hit quit to menu. Not ideal, but something you can do. Overall, I think a lot of like the game design and stuff like that is pretty solid. It feels good, it plays good. The only thing I don't love, also I'm not sure what the starting is there. Am I still queued up to something? That's kind of a weird design, which actually kind of accentuates my point of, I think the gameplay is very good. I think the gameplay is solid for a Battlefield game. I just think they haven't put a lot of thought into everything else. It sounds like the map design's good and everything like that. It seems like, you know, they kind of flattened out all the issues they had with their classes and stuff last game and everything like that, but it does seem like kind of systems are like an afterthought, like the ability to just leave a match like that, or you know, sensitivity settings in the firing range, or a little bit like more, you know, clarity around like where a grenade is. Not that a red dot isn't, you know, kind of telling you anyway, but it is one of those things like it seems like they put a lot more thought into like the gameplay, which necessarily isn't a bad thing. It's just something to note. But overall, I think it's actually a pretty solid little game. I foresee myself playing this a bit more as I go forward. So, yeah. All right. It's been Case 41. I will catch you guys later.